Hey y'all, Noons here and welcome back to Noons Airborne RC. And if it's your first time here, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe button right there so you can get notified for future content. Well everybody, hope you guys enjoyed my little Draco not unboxing video. Let's go ahead and move on to the next part. Let's go ahead and set up the transmitter the way that I set it up. So let's go ahead and check it out, y'all.
Get some!
Alright everybody, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this. Let's get this set up. First thing we're going to go ahead and do, guys, let's go ahead and get into our models and let's start a new model. I go with the default, airplane, create. So you go ahead and get on down there. All right. Now let's go ahead and exit. All right. Let's go in there. We know we got it. It's right there. It's our acro. Draco. 8 channels because we're not going to be doing any more than that. And now we got our basic setup, guys. So the first thing we got to do is we'll go under model setup, and this is on the IX12. It will be the same pretty much on all the other controllers and aircraft type. Go ahead and go to proceed. So we're going to go under wing and we're going to select one wing, one aileron, one flap. And that's going to go ahead and activate our flap channels. All right, guys. Next thing we're going to go ahead and do is I want to go ahead and go to channel assign. And right here for the gear channel, I want to go ahead and put that on the right knob. So that right there, that's for our lights. So now when we go ahead and we go to our monitor, channel 5 and channel 3, but don't worry about that, we're gonna fix that. So next thing I like to go ahead and do is for our safe, I like to go ahead and put my safe, and I like to put my safe onto switch B. So I need to go ahead and put switch B onto aux 3. So let's go to channel assign. There's my aux 3. And now I got it on my switch B. So as you can see, got it right there. It's also on my aux 2. My aux 2 will be for my motor reversing. So we'll go back to channel assign. My aux 2, I'm going to go ahead and put that right there on my switch H. And that's just my personal preference. That's what I'm going to start off with, guys, to see if I like it there or not. So let's go ahead and check this out. To control my lights, I got it on the gear channel on my right knob. Okay. For my safe setup, which we'll be setting up the receiver for, it's on aux 3 on a 3-position switch. And then our motor reversing on aux 2, I have that on switch H. And as you can see, all the other surfaces, they are moving. I'm going to remove that. She's annoying. Next thing we're going to go ahead and do, guys, is don't forget to go ahead and set up your throttle cut. All right, now just test it.
Timer
It's right
start.
there. I hit it. It's off.
Timer stop.
Amazing. Flap system. I like to go ahead and set this thing up on switch delta. And if we go by the manual, not the manual that came with the box, but the one that came in, that's on the internet, our position 0 should be at negative 100. Position 1 should be at negative 20 with an elevator compensation of plus 12. Okay. Position 2 on our flaps should be plus 15 and plus 20 on the elevator compensation. Sorry about that, guys. That's my little 4-year-old. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and set this down. I like 2 seconds. I'm not even looking at the manual, but that's what I like. So we'll look at the monitor and we see that that is moving. All right, so we got our flaps. We have our safe select on aux 3, our throttle cut, our motor reversing, and our right knob. Now guys, you know, it wouldn't be me. I like my flight modes. Now this isn't flight modes like AS3X and all that stuff, guys. People who are complaining about that just don't know. So I always like to put this on my flap switch.
Flight mode 1.
And I will go ahead and flight mode 1 is flaps up.
Flight mode 2.
Flight mode 2 is take off flaps. Flight mode 3, landing flaps. This is just what I like to do, guys. I have another video on setting this up from scratch, which you're basically seeing right now.
Take off flaps up.
Now,
Take off flaps.
she tells me
Flaps.
which one I'm in, but,
Take flaps up.
and don't forget, guys, you go to trim setup. This is the money maker. And you see how it's throttle, aileron, elevator, and your trims right there? Only one I'm cared about is control surfaces, aileron, elevator, and rudder. See how it says common? I want that on flight mode. Flight mode. Flight mode. Those are the only 3. Everything else, I'm gonna leave exactly the same. And now that's it, guys. I got my flight modes, as you can see right here. Flaps up,
Take off flaps.
flaps
Landing
up.
flaps.
So let's say on takeoff flaps, give it a little bit of there, a little bit of rudder, a little bit of there. When I switch my mode, it should go
Landing
to
flaps.
null. Then I give a little bit there. I can trim each
Take off landing
flight
flaps.
mode, if you want to call it, because we know the control surfaces aren't going to be perfect, and I'm trimming for the plane at speed. Remember that, guys. So let's go ahead and set this back to 0.
Take off flaps.
And I did that just for a demonstration.
Flaps up.
And now she's ready to go ahead and bind up to the aircraft, guys. So let's go get that done. All right, guys, for this next part, I'm gonna go ahead and be using a Spectrum 5000 that I have just to go ahead and get this bound and ready. I got the prop off, guys. Remember, safety first. Always safety first. So I just got the battery laying in there so I can go ahead and get my connection. I like to use the old school bind plug. Got a lot going on, you know, right there. If you look in the back, you take out your fingerprint plastic, there's a floorboard. And that's how you get to all the good stuff. You'll run into one that says right here, Safe Select, AS3X only. Right? So, I'm going to go ahead and put that bind plug right into there so we can get this thing to go into bind mode. We have this already configured. We're going to go ahead and get bind. We're going to go ahead and apply power. Receiver's in bind mode. We're going to take out the bind plug and we're going to hit bind.
Bind complete. DSM
That's it.
22 milliseconds. Telemetry.
And if you guys can see, it's getting all the telemetry. It's found 4 packets. And there's my monitor, and there's my telemetry. Transmitter battery, how many flight logs, my receiver pack voltage, frames lost. We go into our smart. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. We got our battery percentage, our motor current, our FET temperature, and our RPMs. So let's just go ahead and give her a little bit. And there's our RPMs right there. Let's try that motor reversing, guys. So flip this. And she works. Let's go ahead and give her a little... Our elevator's not connected yet because I wanted to get the radio installed so I can get a correct manual 0 on it. There's our rudder action. All right. Oh, there's rudder mixed in with the aileron. That's interesting. All right, let's make sure our ailerons are going the right way. Yep. Flaps.
Take off flaps. Landing flap. Take off flap. Flaps up.
We have our rudder. Okay. It's pretty good. It's pretty interesting that they got rudder. I'm just giving it aileron, guys. It's pretty interesting how they mixed rudder in there. Well, everybody, that's pretty much it on how to set up the transmitter and how to get it to bind to the plane with Safe Select. I did find pretty cool that it had rudder already mixed in for the aileron. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed another video. Noon's out.
Get some!